Decision 2024 now. It's primary night in Massachusetts. Voters across the state headed to the polls today to decide a number of races. And tonight, the 2024 ballot is filling out as several Republicans secured their party's nomination. NBC 10 political reporter Matt Pritchard has been all over the Boston area tonight. I hope he had his sneakers on. He joins us live now from Denham. Matt, which races stood out to you tonight?
I'll tell you what, Glenn, I've got dress shoes on, but boy, everyone was running across Boston tonight as the U.S. Senate race really stole the show. We had incumbent Senator Elizabeth Warren winning her uncontested primary, and then you had John Deaton, the political newcomer, who won an opportunity to challenge her.
My father and the next United States Senator, John Deaton.
A primary night victory. Attorney and cryptocurrency advocate John Deaton celebrating with supporters before launching back into campaign mode in a matchup with Massachusetts senior Senator Elizabeth Warren.
Let's lead by example and raise the level of political discourse.
Now, during his speech and in a press huddle afterwards,
Senator Warren is part of the broken system.
Now, Deaton took aim at his Democratic opponent, challenging Warren to 5 single-issue debates on immigration, inflation, income inequality, foreign wars, and women's reproductive rights. But even as he looks to build momentum, making headway in this race in this state won't come easy. How do you chip away at that large Democratic bloc that is going to be heading to the polls and is galvanized right now to go to the polls?
I believe that I'm going to be appealable to many Democrats. I can't tell you how many Democrats not only signed to get me on the ballot, but when they learn that I'm not that extreme person, they're ready for change.
As that effort begins, Deaton's 2 defeated Republican challengers showing support.
Party is what stands above. And the point is, you got to beat Warren.
And this was really about trying to understand what Massachusetts voters want, and I think that we're going to have a good opportunity to do that in the future.
Unity the Mass GOP hopes will translate to big wins come Election Day.
I think a high turnout actually will favor Republicans this November.
And remember, we won't have official results for a few more days to come as the Secretary of State's office goes through everything. But we have a lot of other races that we're watching, including Governor's Council as well as the 8th Congressional District. A lot to keep track of. Stick with NBC 10 Boston. We'll have it all for you online and on air. Glenn?
All right, Matt, we're going to pass a hat in the newsroom and get you some sneakers, trust me. All right, handicap this race for November. Deaton versus Warren. One of those names obviously is much bigger in Massachusetts than the other. Does Deaton have a chance here?
Look, I mean, John Deaton, certainly when you hear him speak, he can be very motivating as he's talking. And you could see it with his supporters that they are very on board with John Deaton as their candidate. That said, Senator Elizabeth Warren has been in the Senate for quite a while now. She is one of the most high-profile senators across the entire country. In fact, just weeks ago at the Democratic National Convention, she waited as a minute-and-a-half-long standing ovation was given to her by the audience there. Now, granted, that's a very friendly audience, but Massachusetts is a very Democrat state. And so we will have to wait and see whether Deaton can actually put forward a meaningful challenge to Elizabeth Warren. The pair are going to have at least 2 debates. We know that. It'll be interesting to watch and see if Elizabeth Warren can secure another term in Congress. Glenn?
Matt Pritchard on primary night. Thank you.